Hey friends, welcome back. Today we're going to do Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, issue number 24 by DC Comics. This is a three-parter called Flyer. It's made by Howard Chaykin and Gil Kane. And that immediately, it piqued my interest because of, well, these creators. So let's dive in. So we begin here with a spiked bat. Well, this image anyway. And then we go to Bruce Wayne. And he's meditating and he's pondering. And by the way, this is a younger Bruce Wayne. This is, I believe, 18 months in his Batman role. And I believe this is also, during the Batman Year One thing that I have never read, but I believe this is a part of it. So I'm pretty unfamiliar with the Batman Year One. I have to rectify that. So my hunting for Batman comics is still going on. That's why I got this one, among other things. So Alfred comes in and he doesn't like that he is still going out as Batman. And Bruce admits that he is getting a thrill of being the Batman, doing good. And Alfred says, isn't it really time to put away the horn hat, the music hall suit, and get down to some serious air making? He wants to get down with someone, but Bruce says, "Nah, it's this time, later time for that." So he's doing his putting on his suit, and what the hell is that? Is that a cannon? Is that a camera? Is that what is this gizmo? Anyway, there's a bat coming in, wounded. And it's falling dead before Batman, and it's been impaled. And Bruce says, Batman says, the 12 this week, all killed with these spikes. What does this mean, sir? Why bats? Says Alfred. Obviously, painfully obviously. Someone is slaughtering them. Yeah, the narrative is a little bit different than what I'm used to when it comes to Batman narrative. Maybe because I believe because he was way younger, so his way of talking is also different. I like that. He says, to send me a message, and it's working well enough. I can't wait to make another serious contribution to society. Heaven help any luckless lowlifes who get out of line tonight. I like that. It's just different, and it makes absolutely sense. I mean, I believe he wants to, be more threatening, or wants to prove himself that he is now a Batman, a hero of justice, or a Dark Knight, if you will. Haha. So here's a scream. No. Just a little bit raining back. So he's, going from rooftop to rooftop. And he talks about that he... after 18 months, the Batman, I have a different take on the Phantom of the Opera, Dracula too, because how he sees himself, with, dark creatures of the night. And this looks fun, man. And he also says, there's more narrative here, how he is, trying to, be him as the Batman, evolving, training, become better. And then he hears... I believe a robbery, and so he goes down, and he says, all rise, night court is in session. This new breed of punks learned their stuff from TV and comic books. Dude, chill down, I read comic books too. Life imitating art in the worst way. So he's getting rid of these punks. And so these guys says, you're the bad, like on the news. And so he says, you don't know the night. What one wrong turn down one wrong street can mean. Get the hell out of here before you learn. That's so cute, so fun. So he's here, doing his Batman stuff, getting clean the city of vermin, if you will. But then he hears some kind of a sound, a whooshing sound, and he's getting attacked by someone. And this someone is called, it's the Flyer, let's call him that for now. and Batman immediately recognizes that because he is targeting him with spikes, and this is the Bat Killer, if you will. And so Batman, tries to avoid him, and then he jumps on top of his suit, and he also says, "Jink all you want, I never get airsick." This looks great, man. And but then the Night Flyer, or the Flyer, is using his claws to open up his face. And Batman says, "Well, I can do that too. I can play dirty," and so he rips off his stuff off his suit, that getting the suit to malfunction. Batman jumps off, and this guy falls into the river of Gotham, and so Batman is standing there, and then he decides to jump after him and save his ass from drowning. But then he also takes him into the Batcave, and he wants to know who he is. And he also says that it's the suit is technology that demands investigation, because so he figured it out that this high technology suit could only be funded by the government or somehow. But also Alfred is protesting that, that he is risking his identity, bringing an unknown person into the Bat Lair. So Batman unmasks him, and it reveals that he is a mutilated person. And Batman says, "I've seen pictures from World War II, prisoners liberated from Dachau, Auschwitz, Bergen-Belsen. Faces in those grisly photographs bore a similar look." So he says, if the rest of him is in the same condition, this is more a skeleton than a suit, an exoskeleton, he says. So Alfred says, "I wonder, sir, was it wise to bring him into the Batcave?" And Batman says, "I couldn't leave him at the bottom of the river or anyone else to find. We have to know more about him and the suit." "But sir," says Alfred. So Bruce says, "Alfred, he was deadly, and he hit me like someone only beginning to realize their full potential." "Of course, sir. I simply feel if you insist on playing your night games, a bit more discretion is in order." "Okay, point taken. We can fix the security breach after." So he, I don't know, he's getting some medication, and then he wakes up, I guess, and he says, "Mommy?" And then he speaks. Oh, cool. He speaks. We see then the origin, and now here folding before us. Is it folding? Well, unfolds before us. So he says, he is Curtis Eisenman. "I was born in an immigration camp in the British administered sector of West Germany." Well, basically, he is the grandson of a Nazi scientist, and his mother, the Nazi scientist is being interrogated by the cops or by the authorities. He get a heart attack during the interrogation, so he dies, and his mother is now taking over his work. So she continues to work of his grandfather, but she also developed technology to preserve Nazi idea. Can I say that? I'm getting struck again or being ghosted probably by YouTube algorithm. And so it seems that they are working for the government somehow. They are on the CIA payroll, and she is working on the space program. And then with that, sorry for the bad resolution. So they are in the race for the space program before the, Russians. So that's cool, I guess. But he also says, speaking in a vital voice from beyond the grave, concealing the shared belief in initiates superiority of the Aryan race, as she advanced swiftly during the race against the Soviet space achievement. Within 7 years, Mom was specializing in the design and creation of spacesuits and hardware. An essential part of putting a man on the moon, Mom was at the top. So, but she's so absorbed with her work that she's neglecting her son, and Curtis has enough of it. So he leaves her, and he is joining the GCCP, the Gotham City Police Department, becoming a cop. And they are here. The cops are on a mission to get the Batman because, well, the Batman was new. He's still a vigilante, and I believe this was also the part, but I could be wrong, that he hasn't met Jim Gordon yet. Telling everybody that he is a force of good, and then he's working with the police. No, the police are, thinking he's a threat and needs to be taken down. But then a bunch of while he's flying in a helicopter looking for Batman, he is getting approached or attacked, or I don't know, flying into a group of bats. They are attacking him, but he is in his mind. He says that it's his bats, Batman's bats. So he loses control of the helicopter. He crashes down, and he's being mutilated, and he's being saved by his mother. And but his mother doesn't care about him at all, and she uses her technology to change him. She says, "This project," says Curtis, "it can enable me to walk, Mom. Don't call me ever that again, ever." And then she showed me the suit. "Walk, Curtis? You will fly." She says, "We call it the Marauder 1, and you, Kurt, will be more than you dare to dream. The soul of this new machine. I've convinced certain defense contacts to secretly fund my little notion. To build a superhero suit. Make a man an Ubermensch, like this costume stranger in Metropolis. Superman, he called. I so like that. Very Aryan. And now that this bat here is in Gotham City, this Batman who ruined you." And so he sees a second machine. "Our new prototype, not quite ready for you. And you're not quite ready for it either. You've been a raging disappointment to me, Kurt, and this is an opportunity to find your manhood, to shed your father's low-born genes, to pulse with my blood. Hunt the bat, bring your enemy down. The blood of your grandfather of 2,000 years of Teutonic warriors demands it." That's pretty cool, man. But then he also says, while he's taking off, "Deep down, isn't that what every boy wants? To make his mother proud?" And then he is, killing all these bats. And, well, that's the end of his origin. It's a pretty tragic one. I like it a lot. He's a poor Kurt. Also says, so they are dismantling his suit, and yeah, it's all prosthetics. But then something's happening. They hear a giant sound, and someone is breaking in. And, this is the end of the book 1, but I believe this is the new Marauder Mark II. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like it. And Alfred says, "I will say one thing for your night activities. You do tend to antagonize the most interesting people." Yeah, I love it. Great stuff. Part 2 and 3 coming up, guys. Let me know what you think about the comic. Subscribe to my channel as always and all the jazz. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.